This Raw Vision video is brought to you by Metro Solar, proud partner of the Richmond Football Club.
G'day Tiger fans, Ben Griffiths here from the Richmond Football Club, up here in the More East Rioli room with the development players who are cooking it out in their competition. We're up here with the good folks from Absolutely Delicious themselves, who are helping us out in the kitchen to get their meals prepared. Myself and Peter Burge, the physical high performance manager from the club, will be the judges tonight, and we will be critiquing it pretty ruthlessly, I've heard from Peter Burge. Yeah, if it's too greasy or not tender enough, the critique will be pretty harsh. Alright, so we're just going to head inside to the kitchen now. First off, we've got Connor Menadoo, who I think he's preparing some salmon. What else you got there, Gongi?
Oh, I'm just going to make a stir fry with noodles and then, chuck the salmon on top.
Would you say that you resemble a noodle?
Oh, a little. I can see where you come from.
Jaden Short, how you going?
Struggling a bit.
You a bit short of ideas, or?
Oh, we had a recipe, but it's just sort of hard to follow. Sort of reading instructions and not really understanding them. So Simon's helping us, but yeah, we're gonna get it done.
Yeah, so we just got the chicken breast. We're just going to chuck that in some quinoa with some veggies. So hopefully it tastes nice.
Sounds pretty fancy, the old quinoa. How about the irony of this? We've got Lammy preparing some lamb. So is the drummy bear your partner tonight? So fair to say he's doing all the work and you're sort of just...
I wouldn't say he's doing all the work. He's cut up the vegetables, but I've been asking all the questions and just trying to prepare us for what we're putting on tonight.
What are you cooking here?
Chesty's all over it. He's got the pasta down pat, so we've got a bit of a pasta dish with a bit of a lamb backstrap. So we've got a bit of a concoction going on, but we're not quite sure how it's going to end up.
So in terms of research into your recipe tonight, how much work did you actually go to?
Yeah, so we came up early, probably 2 or 3 minutes earlier, and just Googled it and got to know our menu. So yeah, a bit of preparation's gone into it, and yeah, like I said, hopefully we can execute it.
Soldo, what are you preparing here for us?
Right now I'm caramelising some mushroom and onion for a risotto I'll be serving up in probably the next half an hour.
That sounds pretty fancy. So Chesty, have you actually done anything tonight, or?
Yeah, I've salted the meat. I've got some water for the pasta pot, but it was cold, so it's been heating for the last 30 minutes.
So Peter, what are your thoughts so far on how the boys are travelling?
Yeah, look, not too bad. The preparation side of the food looks good. Blokes knowing how to cut their food up, which is pretty impressive. But look, the cooking process is interesting. I'm seeing a couple of things at the moment which I'm a little bit unsure about. But hopefully that'll start to work itself out as they go along.
So if you had to, who would be the most likely to lose a finger tonight?
Soldo, for sure.
Reece, it's become pretty evident to us from watching on the sidelines that you're probably eating more food than you're cooking. Have you got anything to comment on that?
Yeah, well, you've caught me. I thought I'd get away with it. You've caught me red-handed there, Griffo. The food looked too good to be true, so I just had to taste it just to be sure, that the quality was good enough for our wonderful judges tonight.
Right, we've got the combination of Soldo and Turs.
Yeah, so it's just a risotto. It's got mushrooms in it, and it's got some steak on top.
I was really thinking about this one, the Burge man.
Well, I've given you a 9, boys. I thought the meat was spot on. The risotto was very good with the parmesan mix in it. The reason why we didn't get a 10, a little bit too much salt. But well done.
I found the parmesan and the saltiness a little bit overpowering, so I've given you an 8.5, which is respectable.
We have our warm spiced kangaroo fillet. I believe it's the winning dish, so enjoy.
We'll talk about the presentation of this dish, Peter. What are your early thoughts on it?
My early thoughts are excitement. I look at it and I just see a masterpiece.
So the scores are in for Drummond and Short. Peter, would you get us underway?
Overall, you did a fantastic job, boys, and I'm giving you 8.5 out of 10.
Beautiful. Happy with that.
I've given it an 8.
Alright, so I got a teriyaki stir fry with a few vegetables and then salmon on top to finish it off.
Thank you, Gongi. Can you cut my salmon up, please, Peter? Got to pull your weight around here. I'll give you a cutting ability of 1.
The score for Connor is an 8.
That's pretty good.
Gongi, I've given you 9. We have the Lennon and Georgie Castagna combination.
Yeah, this is just chicken and quinoa with a few veggies, topped with some olives as well. So hope you enjoy.
Would you say this meal would be pretty good for people trying to lose weight, Virgie?
I think this is down the leader end of the scale of meals, but I'm yet to check the chicken and how that's been cooked.
Would you say you have concerns that it might be riddled with salmonella?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just seeing a little bit of oil dripping off the other side of that bit of chicken right now, and I need to check it a bit more closely, Ben. Boys, first impressions, the presentation looked great. Going on more to the taste side of things, I've had to give you an 8. It was a little bit bland, I felt. Chicken could have had a little bit more flavour. I think the olive in the quinoa gave it a little bit more boost, and I've marked you up to an 8.
I feel like bland is a really strong word to use. I just would have liked to have seen a bit more on the chicken. Giving you an 8. So we got Reece McKenzie and Lammy with I believe it's a lamb meal. Reece, do you want to just talk us through what you've dished up here?
So we've cooked some pasta and we've put some kale, a bit of feta, some olives, and we've just seasoned them. It's lamb backstrap.
Tasting is as good as your description. I think we're for a pretty good meal here. Right, Peter, would you like to show us what you've given them and your reasoning behind it?
First of all, I want to congratulate you two on the meal. It was absolutely delicious. Kane, I understand you did cook the lamb. Fantastic job. Reece, the pasta. I'm going to give you guys a 10. That was the most tasty meal I've had tonight, and I'm going to hoe back into it. It was that good.
Yeah, guys, I thoroughly enjoyed that meal. I think the balance of flavours between the pasta and the lamb really complemented each other well. The feta and the olives in there were thoroughly enjoyable, and I've given you a 9.5. So with the winners here, Kane Lambert and Reece McKenzie, just present you with your absolutely delicious Cooking with the Cubs trophy. Enjoy. We'll just give that to Lamb. There you go, mate.